ain't just gonna let nobody dog it neither. Really, that's not healthy either.
They say he ate pork chops already. He can't get a cold drink. Then he came back over here trying to make roaches and stuff. Like Miss Renee, just see you make it, taking stuff.
Well, you wish I was sitting on that side where I couldn't see.
Miss Renee say he trying to make roaches, taking all the food.
Well, I do decide to give me a set. I'm gonna put me a mirror over there where I can see the kitchen.
But really, that mirror gonna show it too. That mirror show everything.
I'm gonna make sure if I let somebody come in here and stay, they gonna take their clothes off at the door. There ain't no bed bugs because we ain't had no bed bugs.
Right.
Some of them damn bed bugs. I don't go nowhere to
right.
Bed bugs.
Right.
To my doctor's office, to the grocery store. I don't even get in their wheelchair.
Well, right. Makes sense.
My house might have a lot of furniture and stuff.
Right. Just came over here with that stuff.
They're gonna come tell that minute. After she done been here for that morning, the next morning. Look, all these bugs, you got big bugs to bite me. Then Noah came over here and laid over here by her, and his face broke out. I'm like, we been having that. And them children, you took your ass across that river. Until you going on getting in the tub.
I told him, "Stay. You supposed to take a bath before you get in, in the bed, someone's or your bed, so you don't carry all that stuff with them people. People probably have some.
Next thing I know, Zero come. Mom, when I showed him, I say, I got to see the crawling down there on the floor over there.
Ooh, ooh. I don't know what
Let's switch couches around. Take that couch off that wall, put that one on this wall, and just let's clean over that and stuff.
Woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I haven't been sleeping days.
Right? Because of
you stay where you at.
Because of Anastasia.
I'm gonna come in now.
Anastasia, why you just stay over here in the first place? You should have didn't left.
It's like she left, they just got her money and brought her back. That's what it seemed like.
I told Stage, why you gonna wake somebody else up at that early in the morning? Everybody be in here sleep.
Got her money.
Right.
Made a monkey ass out of
right.
Her. She done got paid.
Right.
Then she come here mad all day and crying. And you have to know what's wrong.
Right. I keep on asking.
My mom.
Well. What happened? Well, you just want to be grown. That's why you got thrown out.
Then she called, said her aunt was coming to take her to the hospital. And I told her, I said, you know damn well you ain't even coming to take you to the hospital. Because she's scared of your mom.
All right.
No. I said, she ain't coming to take because she's scared of your mom.
Well, I told her, you should have
asked. At 11. And I said, it's 11 o'clock, you ain't coming.
Right.
She said, somebody, and then after Monique come call and she said, Anastasia said she wants to go to the hospital. What you want me to do, Mom? I said, take her ass to the hospital. I said, because that's the case. And she told me her auntie was coming. I said, because I could have got her to the hospital. Romero could have dropped her off at the hospital. I said, all you got to do is drop her off. Don't stay.
And I told her, you could have tell your own mama where you heading at. What time you need to be back. That's one thing. And Anastasia didn't even came back. Soon as that time passed, she wasn't even back. She came back the next day around 12 o'clock in the evening.
And she had told me it was the same day. She
No,
came back the same day.
She
You
came
told
back.
me it was the same day too.
What?
When I asked you, you
What?
say, she just was a little late.
She wouldn't have. I ain't said she was a little late. She said Stage said. I said Stage came the next day.
You said she was a little late. See, like I tell you,
Yeah.
you
That was her.
Anastasia bully your tail.
No.
When I asked you, because I'd have put Anastasia ass out. You told me, she said she was a little late. Everybody feeling sorry because she said she was a little late.
Oh, I did say
she was
that.
the next day late.
I was confused off there. I was like, man, yeah, she did. Yeah, she was late.
You say she was a little late. And sitting up there grinning like a chess cat.
Anastasia. Anastasia.
Nobody want Anastasia getting all them babies and catching diseases.
Cause I'm scared
Bringing
myself.
in the house.
I'm scared myself. My own sister came to my house bringing all
That
that
don't mean
disease.
because you be with me and hang out with me and that you got to have sex with them.
Right.
But she think that's all it is. I give him some. I said, that's just crazy. Your body a holy temple. I have a lot of men friends. I ain't sleeping with them neither. I was a tomboy. My husband met me through me and my man. Lulu. So did. Wasn't sleeping with him. He was my best friend. We partied together. We slept in the bed like sisters and brothers. No.
And Stage over there telling me, I want you to just let you know, make sure you put on protection. That's what she told me.
Not put on no protection. Keep your legs closed.
Keep your legs closed.
Conversation.
Just leave it alone. That's all it is. Leave it alone. Don't mess with it. I ain't gonna fool with it.
Unless that's somebody you want to be with, make sure that's somebody you want to be with the rest of your life. Right. Ain't no use of going and getting all these babies for Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Right, cause
everybody tell you they love you just to make you feel good that they want a baby. You go get a baby, and then you stuck with that baby. That's just dumb.
And that just make me scared as hell.
I understand you make one mistake, but then you make two or three.
2 or 3 mistakes. Wow.
Getting all these dog babies.
These girls always say that. They always say
they love different men.
Right.
That don't make sense.
Some of these girls, some of the ones I know, Miss Renee, they want me to feel sorry for them. Miss Renee, how can I feel sorry with you? Like, what's the point, Miss Renee? And
your children?
Yeah, she be feeling
your
like
girls do what they see mamas do.
Right,
Nah. And I ain't talking about your mama. But whatever Anastasia is, she made her be that way.
Right.
Right. So I know these people around here, I listen. Right. And they talk. I be inside. I used to be outside on my porch and stuff, and they talk. They say your mama used to have a lot of boyfriends.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So that girl used to be the cheering in the house, and you how about how good mama she is. Be gone. You be in the house at night sleeping, and she be tipped out and left her out in the club, because I done been in the club with her. And you how about she a good mom? I said, I just lied on her. Record is clear. My father would never knowingly touch dirty money. Perhaps the means justify the means. You don't get to rewrite his legacy based on guesses. I'm rewriting or guessing. I'm following the evidence.
I remember Mama told me she was doing a field trip for terrorism. Mama told me that girl who you just was messing with, I saw her on that bus, and I told my mama that I don't want that girl. She mean. I don't want her. She just mean. Yeah, I don't want that girl. She mean as hell. I don't like her. I don't know why I planned that movie night. Man, well, I don't know why I did that mission. I told Mama, I don't know why I did that. Huh?
Mama try to get you a
I don't know, Miss Renee. My mom be wanting to know, on me, Miss Renee,
She want to know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
You don't have no girlfriend.
Yeah, that's one thing she want to know. And I told Mama I don't like that girl. It feel like we be in a relationship. It feel like we gonna be fighting and stuff and everything. That's what it feel like, Miss Renee. The way her ways coming at me, it feel like we gonna fight, Miss Renee. And I don't want that, Miss Renee. I don't want to be fighting in a relationship. And why people looking at me crazy and stuff, fighting and stuff. Yeah, I told Mama I ain't worried about that girl. No, she messy. She mean as hell. She need to go in the hospital. That's what she need to go at. She ain't gonna be fighting me. And she asked me that she wanted me. She said she want to have a baby with me one day. She said all I want is a boy. And that's what she told me. Miss Renee. I said I don't want to have no kids with you. I said I don't want to have. I'm like I'm not having no kids with you. The way you came at me, I don't want to have kids with you anyway. That's why I told her, Miss Renee. Cause you be scaring the hell out of me sometimes.
You got to choose your partner right. Like I say, me and my husband was together for 47 years.
Man, that girl is nice. I remember last time she screamed at my face in that class around everybody.
And you jumped.
And my feeling, I ain't even care anyway, Everybody looked back and forth at me, Miss Renee crazy.
Well, you can say something.
Cause I said something too. And I was like, F that B word. Like I don't know why that girl came at me with that bug. I'm over there trying to have peace. I can't even have no peace because the girl over there trying to fight and argue with me and everything. Yes, indeed. She was just a mess, Miss Renee. She looked like she ain't played at all, too, Miss Renee. I'm like, it's my first time ever seeing a girl like that just mess, Miss Renee, screaming at me, feel like she want to go throw me through the floor or something, That's what it feel like. She want me to do something. I ain't doing that neither. I ain't finna go in no jail over a girl doing an argument with, Because once them police come, they believe where everything they come from a woman, they believe them. They don't believe what the man say, They don't believe what no real man say, They believe what.
It came about your sister, and your sister was over here. They was believing your mama. Your mama was out there telling us some lies. On that coat, pull the policeman over there to the side, telling them lies. I'm like, look at her. And this Renee just feel sorry for her. She's like a grandmother to her. She did this. I'm like, I'm saying to myself, it's both of y'all. It ain't just one.
About time Anastasia hit me with that air fryer. She was wrong for that. Hit me with that. She hit me with the air fryer.
What?
Just because she was mad.
But she said you throw temper tantrums too.
Well, I did too, Mister. I did too. Back in 2020, I did too. After my grandma passed 2 months later, that's when I act crazy too, Mister. Because I was in there arguing with my mom, and that's why I ended up going to the hospital. Yeah.
I don't play popo.
About time I was arguing, about time she dispatched the police officer, I was about to go in there, my room, pack up my stuff, and leave the house, remediate Miss Renee. About time it was too late already because the police already just pulled up, Miss Renee. I could have just left the door, Miss Renee. I could have just left the door if he knew he's pulling up. I'm like, oh shoot, man, police! Look what I did. Look where I got the whole house at. Nah, I brought the police off. Nah, oh man.
The boys say y'all mama play the police too much. The twins down there. That boy.
I told the twins it ain't me. I ain't doing that to nobody. I'm a good child. I'm a good kid. That's why I told them I'm a good kid.
They used to say, I always used to see your mama walking and out there at the front talking to the police.
I thought I'm a good kid. I'm a beast. That's what I told them. That's why I told the twins I'm a beast. But I wasn't a beast. It feel like I.
That way back up, huh?
No, she walking around the neighborhood. I don't know if you see her every morning. She be walking around the neighborhood. Cause I walked with her about a week ago.
Man, be walking too. That trail.
Yeah, on that.
You don't see him?
Yeah. Yeah, I be seeing him. Yeah. He be having that shiny on. You know, shiny glasses on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Kelvin always asks me, I be seeing your mama all the time. I said, what that got to do with my mama? That's why I told that nigga. What it got to do with my mama? Because you mess with too much women yourself. That's why I told him, Mr. Nigga. You mess with more women than yourself. You know? And my grandfather said, you got to watch that nigga Kelvin. Because he might like boys too. Because I know he like girls a lot. He might like boys.
Grandpa heard got him another woman.
Yeah. And my uncle told me, why you ain't tell me that grandfather had a girlfriend. I didn't know grandfather had a girlfriend. I didn't know that was his girlfriend in the first place. Cause she always come check on him, all the time, like her name is Gail, but everybody call her Gigi, Gigi, But she nice though.
She nice.
Well, on stage was acting a fool with her though. We was at the house.
So, I would want to call this and try to be on the download, take my grandma place.
Right. I'm like, wow. Gigi. My mama love the police, though. She love the police. Yeah. The police also been.
When I told her, I said, number one, my husband retired from the public defender's office and everything, so we be knowing who in jail and who ain't.
Right.
I said, and all them weeks you was in jail. Mm-hmm. I said, with your bad temper. Mm-hmm. All behind a man. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I ain't even had a chance to.
My daddy stay with y'all.
I wish he did, but my mama gonna throw his ass out if he try to stay.
She came and threw him out.
She would have thrown him out if he tried to stay over there. He would have been eating fettuccine all day.
Your grandfather came and stayed.
Yeah, he came and stayed, But I ain't know he was gonna come because I was just gonna stay on my own, Because I knew how to handle the house anyway,
You
Yeah.
handle on the stage?
I can handle on stage, but it look like on stage is gonna act a fool. It look like we was gonna act a fool.
And stage was gonna have her boyfriends in that little baby. If your grandfather wouldn't have been there, and the stage would have been doing the hoochie coo.
You're not just inspiring these attacks, you're directing.
On stage, I ain't gonna lie, I got a smarter sibling. I ain't gonna lie. She know how to get away from anything. She know how to get away from the bars, man.
Who?
And on stage, I ain't gonna lie.
She know how to get away from what?
She know how to get away from anything. I ain't gonna lie. Special the way she pulled that air conditioner. I ain't let that boy in. That was smart. I ain't never seen nothing like that, man.
It wasn't bolted down.
Right? Everything around that whole house was locked. The door was locked. Everything was locked, I guess she just let the boy from there.
He knows how.
I'm like, this don't make no sense. And I'm stage over there telling mama the whole time by the time I was up, she was saying that boy just wants somewhere to stay at. Well, what the hell you gotta stay over here for? Mama don't want that Negro. You know? Cause you said if she see a Negro in that bed, and that she gonna pull that gun on that mother. That's where it's gonna be. I'm like, whoa.
I thought your mama had to took the door off the hinges.
She took the door. She been took the door.
Well,
But when Anastasia was in there, she kind of took the door at the same time, you know.
but the boy couldn't have been there. Because she had been took the door off the hinges before the boy was there.
Yeah, I ain't even noticed. My mama. And I was in there asleep. I didn't know the boy was in there. See, that's one thing, Mr. Nate.
So Jazz told.
Jazz didn't. Jazz, I don't know, did Jazz told, but Mama was trying to put Kenny and Anastasia bed, but she realized somebody was next to her, but she ended up putting Kenny in my bed that night, you know?
Yeah.
Then I heard a lot of screaming. I'm like, somebody must be in this, you know? Mr. Nate, somebody must be in this. There's no way, Mr. Nate.
You didn't get up to go see?
I got up and went and see. I was like, what the hell? Man, what the hell? Who is that, man? Who is that Negro? You know? That's how I was, man. Who is that mother? You know? I was like, wow. And I'm like,
when you want to do that, you do that in your own house. But she done seen her mama let people come and sleep in her bed.
Right.
And ain't married to him. So what you expect? My mama and my daddy was separated.
Right.
I lived with my mama 60-something years.
Right.
My daddy separated and I must have been 10 years old. But they lived in separate houses.
Right.
I never seen a maid in my mama bedroom.
Mm.
No man. No man never spend the night. They come and visit. They sit there, read the Bible and pray. He sit on that couch and she sit on this one. She get up, make coffee or cake and serve him.
Mm-hmm.
He might do some painting for her or something.
Mm-hmm.
No man never slept in her bed.
Man. I ain't know it was gonna be a smart.
And everything. My mom said, I'm waiting on the Lord to send me the right man. I got 4 children. And neither one of these guys panned out to be the right one. So now I'm waiting on the Lord. And I never seen no man in
I ain't never seen nobody pull the air conditioning out, the AC out, and just let somebody in. I ain't never seen no stuff like that.
That's been long. Girls been down through the years, sneaking boys in through the window.
I know they sneak through the windows. I ain't never seen nobody pull the AC out like that. You know, that's smart to pull the AC out. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Soon as I went, I was like, "What the world? Who is that man? Who is that nigga?" Man, yes, indeed. You know, and Mama pull that cover. I'm like, "Oh, that dude right there next to her. What the hell?" Yes, indeed. Mama ran to go get her gun, measure name, man. Point that gun in that nigga face, man.
She ain't had no right to kill him if she would have shot him.
She said she gonna blow him off. I'm like, whoa, whoa.
But if she shot him, she would have still wrong. She had to prove it.
Man.
No matter what, he wasn't no threat to her. He had no gun, no knife. So he wasn't no threat. And he was in her child bed, but he wasn't no threat.
Right? And then the next day over, I ain't gonna lie, I was confused how this happened, right, Miss Renee, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to find out. This boy here gotta stay somewhere. There's no way he just walk in my mama house. There's no way. And Anastasia probably know where he stayed, but she ain't gonna tell us where that nigga stayed.
You found out where he stayed?
And I ain't even found out where he stayed. I've been trying to see where he be walking at, you know what I'm saying? You know? I've been trying to find out where he stayed. He walked some. I don't know which way he walked from here. I don't know. You know, you gotta stay somewhere. You know. I was like, what the word, man? Man.
He left back out walking, huh?
Mm-hmm.
On the bike.
I ain't see him with no bike or nothing. I just see him walking. That's all I see most of the time on the neighbor. I saw that nigga walking. And on stage said that nigga that was 16 years old, and somebody found out he was 19 already. What the word? I'm like, wow, this is all mixed up here. This, you know, that's why I see the reason why my grandfather don't want Anastasia over there, because she don't want to follow the roots. And my auntie over there off my dad's side, she was fussing it, clowning too, because Anastasia. They all was acting like a fool over there, Mr. Nate. Then Anastasia went over there and mama, you know. Then my dad was looking for me, Miss Renee, right? He was like, why he told Anastasia, Mom, why Trey'von don't want to come? Trey'von don't want to be around all that footage and all that mess and all that. You know, that's one thing about me. I don't want to be around all that mess, you know. you know. I probably gonna be looking anyway. I probably gonna want to jump up too. You know? And then my auntie and them gonna look at me crazy. They gonna look at me crazy, fool. It'll be too funny. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It'll be something.
Something else.
Something else. Cause I don't want my other family off my dad, so I don't want them just look at me like that, you know, like something wrong with me or something. Like I need to be in jail or something, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Cause I know I'm too hard. I'm too hard. That's just too hard. You know, like my temper just too hard, too bad. You know, it's just too bad. You know, my mental just terrible. You know. Yeah, my temper just terrible. You know, it's just, I can't. You know.
You got to pray for patience.
I'm like, I need somebody to talk to. I ain't gonna lie, my temper was bad as hell.
Don't you talk to your who that lady come over there?
My counselor,
Yeah.
she come every Monday, mostly, you know. Sometimes I have to call her, you know. If she don't come, I just call her, you know. Have a conference on the phone with her, you know.
Yeah.
You know. You know.
So she come every Monday.
Every Monday. Miss Barbara. She was at my graduation. I said, bro. Because she told me when I graduate. That's what she told me, you know.
Yeah.
I told her I'm going to graduate over the summer as soon as I pass all my classes, you know. That's why I asked her, you know.
Yeah.
Because they had me in that summer school for about 4 weeks. And I was supposed to be in there for about 2 weeks, actually, measuring it. You know. But I had to finish that math, you know.
Yeah, if you could finish in 2 weeks.
Yeah, if I finished both two subjects at the same time, I would have been out. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Nate?
Yeah.
But I finished everything all in 4 weeks, though.
Yeah.
Then that Monday of June 15 or June 16, that was my last day because I finished it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, because I've been doing the work since every time I get home, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Nate? That's how fast I got on out, you know? Yeah, I was like, I'm getting on out of it. I can't wait to get on out of here. Oh, Lord. And them kids at summer school, they were trying to stop me from doing what I got to do, but I wouldn't listen to them or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just kept on doing what I got to do, you know?
Yeah.
You know? That's why.
Tune them out.
I just tune them out, you know? And I was like the whole time at summer school that I ain't gonna see these kids no more, Michigan. I ain't gonna see none of these kids no more. Once I graduate this summer, I ain't gonna see these kids no more. You know, they don't have to worry about another Trey'von. You know, the teacher already know I'm a good child. You know, respect. You know, young man. You know, they already know that. You know, because every time I come in their class, they already know I just be chill. You know, at peace. You know. But most of their class, I used to jump on their chairs. Though. That's what I normally used to do. I used to be a class clown, though. I used to, but I stopped doing that, Mr. Nate. I was like, I got to move on, Mr. Nate.
You should have called your mom.
I know.
That don't make no sense in the clown telling on that. That's why they
class.
say you were retarded.
Yeah.
Trey'von retarded. But that's what I was been saying. And I've been saying, let's call the people from the put them in the straight chat. You ain't never seen those straight jackets they put on them.
No.
The white jackets where they had your arms like this.
Oh, that's what the hospital was about to put me on right there, Mr. Nate. I was acting crazy and stuff, acting like a fool. That white man said, "You got one more time, and I'm putting you on that strap." That's what he told me. You know?
You walk around there looking like a fool.
Yeah.
You won't be able to move them arms again.
Right, and I told the doctor I ain't doing anything. I ain't doing anything.
And doctor, you know the place got cameras.
Right. That doctor, boy, them doctors. Man,
That's why I say you gotta be careful where you're going nowadays. A lot of places got cameras keyed off. So you can't say what you didn't do if they think you done something.
right.
We pull that footage.
Like Mr. Doctor, you already saw me punch the hell out of that door knob against that door. That was crazy. That was the most crazy thing ever, right there. Punching the door in a doorknob.
And then that's getting your own self pain.
Right?
That makes sense.
Right, and I was in a lot of pain though. I snapped that thing in.
Punch that door.
Man.
And knock your hand in too.
Right?
With my own self pain.
Right?
I ain't hurt nobody but myself.
Right, makes sense.
Might put a hole in the wall or something, but that's replaceable.
Mm-hmm.
Can't replace that pain or that pain.
Right? After I did all that acting a fool, that's when I just chilled out, Mr. Nate. Then that's when the doctor came in. That's when the doctor gave me some medication and stuff, you know. Once I took that medication, that kind of got me right there, Mr. Nate. I went straight to sleep too, Mr. Nate. After I did all that acting the fool, Mr. Nate, all that clowning.
So.
You know, that made me when
they was tired of your tail.
they was tired of me, you know. You know, they probably was thinking the whole time we gonna have to give him some medication, something.
Calm him
down, something, you know. You know, and about time I went straight to sleep. I ain't gonna lie, my eyes rolled up too, Mr. Nate. You know,
yeah.
like I had a dream, you know. You know, I was like, wow, man. I told myself that I did this all for nothing, man. For these doctors just to, I did this for nothing, Mr. Nate. Doctor, they over there looking at me crazy and everything. You know? Well, I went straight to sleep. Oh, I feel like I was tired, Mr. Nate. You know?
Yeah.
And then by the time I almost got up, by the time I peaked, Mr. Nate, however, I feel something was rubbing on me, right, Mr. Nate? And I was like, oh, the doctor was rubbing on me. Oh, shoot. I'm like, the woman rubbing on me. Oh, my God. She was rubbing on me just to
calm you down.
Just calm me down, you know. After I did all that, you know, acting fool, you know. Then I kind of teared a little bit, Mr. Nate. It made me relax. I'm like, you know.
I was really doing something wrong.
You know. And I was like, I need that rub on me, you know.
You needed your mama to come grab and hug you.
Right, yeah. But my mom didn't want to come see me, but about time mama talked to the police officer. I was over there clowning with the police officer. the police said you going down that road. I said I ain't going down that road, so I ain't going down there. He said you is going. I'm like I ain't going down there. You know,
Now you got to change and leave that in the past.
right?
Try to move on to the present.
Right? Makes sense.
Now you want to do the right thing.
I want to just do the right thing, you know.
Leave that in the past.
Leave that in the
That's
past.
old news.
Old
Come
news.
on with new news.
Come on, new news.
Something different.
Something different. You know.
You don't want to keep on laying on that.
And then I end up going to jail.
Making you depressed and sad. Think about what you did. You want to do better.
Right.
Than what you did before.
Right.
You got to set the example for your sisters and your
Right.
and brother.
Right. I remember day 2 in that hospital. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't acting a fool, Miss Renee, or nothing, Miss Renee. I was just chilling, Miss Renee. Then that's when I heard the security officer told me, I heard the doctors like you now because the doctors didn't like you in the first place when you did all that clowning and stuff, you know? That's what he told me. I heard the doctors like you in the good news now, you know? And I was like, I'm just gonna keep that good news, you know? That's what I was like, man. I was like, you know? I'm gonna just keep that good news, you know? Because the doctor won't help you, you know? If they see you acting like a fool, you know? Acting crazy, they ain't gonna help you at all. That's why I just realized, Miss Renee.
Yeah.
I'm like, you gotta be patient, like you said, Miss Renee. You gotta be patient. You gotta be mature, you know, to talk, you know, to sit down, you know. Cause I don't want to go on nobody's job, you know, one day just acting like a fool, and then I just end up getting fired. You know? That's bad.
So you know you're 19.
Right.
It's time for you to be looking for a job.
Right. Right. Makes sense. I just want to move forward. That's what I want to do, you know.
Yeah.
No.
It's time for you to look for a job.
Mm-hmm. And my uncle asked me on that phone last week, you know what crazy people at, right? He said, I told him at the jailhouse. That's where they at right there, you know.
That's what you told him.
Yeah, that's what he told. Yeah, that's what he told me. You know, that's what he told me. You know where the crazy people at right now, right? You know, they not that jail. They in that real jail. You know. Oh.
I read the overnights. Joint FBI Fiji narcotics off. 800 keys of meth earmarked for Australia.
Any sense of who's behind it?
Startup out of China trying to flex into the Indo-Pacific. Where'd the intel come from?